Alright, good evening everyone. We're going to do a short video tonight on the installation of OBS into Windows, as well as the OBS virtual cam that allows you to broadcast your OBS panel out as a virtual camera into programs such as Zoom and Kaltura, Skype, etc., etc., etc. So let's go ahead and get started. What we want to do first is go ahead and go to your favorite browser, and we're going to type in OBS. And it's going to pull up the first one. We're looking for the Open Broadcast software. We're going to go to the download page, and we're going to go ahead and choose the Windows installation, but there also is a Mac version as well as a Linux version. And we're going to go ahead and click the installer, and you will see that it initiates a download of the installation files. And once that little blue ring stops blinking, go ahead and click on that, and it's going to ask us for a permission. You won't see that, but it's asking for it. And so now it's going to go ahead and walk us through the installation process, and we're going to just go ahead and hit next a couple of times. And oh, fantastic. And we're going to hit next again, next again, install, and you can see it's running through the installation process. Shouldn't take more than a 30 seconds or so, 45 seconds maybe if we're lucky, and it should be wrapping up fairly quickly. And it's going to give you the option to go ahead and launch OBS. We want to go ahead and do that, so we're going to hit finish. Let's go ahead and minimize the browser window. And your first step is going to be what's called the auto configuration wizard, and it's going to ask you a couple questions, and we're going to hit yes, and it's going to say, do you want to use this installation of OBS for recording or streaming? The first option by default is for streaming, and recording is secondary, and then recording and I will not be streaming. Now you can always go back and change these and adjust your settings, but we're going to go ahead and set it up for recording and not streaming at the moment. We're going to hit next. And this will try to find the best settings. We want to just go ahead and hit next and let it keep what it thinks is the best for right now. Again, we can always change these later on. It's going to shoot for a high def resolution, 1080, as well as a 60 frames per second using whatever encoder you have. It's going to be high quality with a medium file size. We're going to hit apply settings. And so now that we have OBS installed, what we're going to go out and do is install the OBS virtual cam. So again, go back to Google or wherever you want to look for OBS virtual cam, and there are quite a few links. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the virtual cam OBS forums, and we're going to look for OBS virtual cam 949, and then we're going to look for the release page, and let's see if we can find it. We may have to go back one page. Let's do that. Yep, right here, GitHub release, and we're going to look for the installer, and we're going to look for the virtual cam 2.04 installer exe. Click that. Again, it will initiate a download, and we want to go ahead and click on the button once it's done blinking, and once again we'll get the please authorize installation, and we're going to accept the agreement. We're going to hit next, and it's going to ask us where we want to put it. We're going to do 4 virtual cameras, so we can output 4 different signals. We're going to hit next, install. It's going to ask us to close OBS, or we can let it do it. We're going to hit next. It's successful, and we're done. So we can go ahead and close this browser window out. We can go ahead and launch OBS Studio again, and you'll see nothing has changed, and we're going to go ahead and maximize this. So now you have a blank window pane. We have one scene with no sources, but we do have a mic that is active. We're going to go ahead and just kill that real quick. What we're looking for is the virtual cam, and that will be located right up here under tools, and you'll see that we have a virtual cam option now. Before that installation, this wouldn't be there. We're going to hit virtual cam, and you'll see the options for the virtual cam is auto start, horizontal flip, And what this does, it will flip the signal coming out of OBS and to orientate it in a 180 degrees. OBS camera, we're going to basically anything that's broadcasted out will be labeled as OBS camera. We're going to keep the buffered frames as 3, but these are things that you can tinker with and tweak so that they work for your specific scenario. And so that is a brief rundown of the installation of OBS into Windows, as well as the virtual cam. Again, this virtual cam allows you to broadcast what's ever in this window pane, this black canvas, so to speak, out as a virtual camera signal so other programs can pick it up and use it as a camera input. So that is it. We'll come back a little later on with other videos regarding creating scenes, adding sources, audio and video sources, maybe looking at our different settings, as well as how to set it up for your first scene. So have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.